रोम रोम में राम रमा है, रोम रोम में राम रमा है। रज रज में सिया राम रमा है, रज रज में सिया राम रमा है। रोम रोम में राम रमा है। घट घट में घनश्याम बसा है, घट घट में घनश्याम बसा है। कण कण में श्री कृष्ण छिपा है, कण कण में श्री कृष्ण छिपा है। रोम रोम में राम रमा है, रज रज में सिया राम रमा है। रोम रोम में राम रमा है। घट घट में घनश्याम बसा है, घट घट में घनश्याम बसा है। कण कण में श्री कृष्ण छिपा है, कण कण में श्री कृष्ण छिपा है। रोम रोम में राम रमा है, रज रज में सिया राम रमा है। रोम रोम में राम रमा है। पल पल में परब्रह्म प्रकट है, पल पल में परब्रह्म प्रकट है। सोहमस्मि संपूर्ण सत्य है, सोहमस्मि संपूर्ण सत्य है। ज्योतिर्मय परिपूर्ण जगत है, ज्योतिर्मय परिपूर्ण जगत है। राम राम जय राजा राम, राम राम जय सीता राम। राम राम जय राजा राम, राम राम जय सीता राम। राम राम जय राजा राम, राम राम जय सीता राम। राम राम जय राजा राम, राम राम जय सीता राम। राम राम जय राजा राम, राम राम जय सीता राम। रोम रोम में राम रमा है, रज रज में सिया राम रमा है। रोम रोम में राम रमा है।
We are recording from the ashram of our revered Guru, Pujya Atman Sri Swami Jyotirmayananji in Miami, Florida. And on the occasion of Diwali celebrations, the topic tonight for Swamiji's lecture is Worship the Light of Lights. And now Pujya Atman Sri Swami Jyotirmayananji.
ॐ सर्वमङ्गलमाङ्गल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थसाधिके शरण्ये त्र्यम्बके गौरी नारायणी नमोऽस्तु ते ॐ O Goddess Narayani, same as Lakshmi Devi, you are the very embodiment of auspiciousness, the giver of all forms of auspiciousness. You are Shiva, consort of Lord Shiva, Parvati Devi. You are the bestower of success in all forms of purusharthas, means self-effort. 4 forms of self-effort: dharma, artha, kama, moksha. Ethical value, material value, vital value, and infinite spiritual value. You are the sustainer of all those who take refuge in you. You are the Gauri Devi, embodiment of grace with 3 eyes. Lakshmi Devi is the presiding deity of Deepavali. Deepavali is celebration of victory. Whose victory? Sri Rama returned to Ayodhya after destroying Ravana or liberating Ravana. Diwali was celebrated. So, Rama's victory. Another victory of Lord Krishna destroyed Narakasur, also known as Bhaumasur, who represents egoism. And another important basis of this festivity is marriage of Lord Vishnu with Lakshmi Devi. I'm not going into the details of those stories, but the highlights relating to festivity of Deepavali. The word Deepavali is very important to understand. First simple meaning, rose of light. In old style Deepavali, this is a special type of a vessel containing oil, a thread, and light comes out of it. So you have oil aspect, a wick, a thread in it, and the flame. Celebrate Deepavali. Prepare the lamp of your heart in a serene atmosphere of meditation. I'm giving a profound way of celebrating Deepavali. Place the oil of devotion. Kindle the wick of by aspiration. Keep trimming the ego by selfless action. Place the lamp in the level ground of satsanga, and let your lamp kindle many lamps, and let the light blossom like a flower, spreading the aroma of peace and harmony. Let me go into the deeper meaning. Deep avali, deep term for the sacred lamp. Kindle the deep. But avali means rows and rows of light. In practical preparation for Deepavali, people begin with, I'm talking old style, old setting, a lamp, one little vessel, specially made with oil, wick, and near it countless vessels are put, well prepared with oil, wick. But first one is kindled. And then the one that is kindled, its nose is placed into the nose of the other lamp. Now these two bring out more lamps, 2 to 4, 4 to 16, and so forth. It goes in geometrical progression. And countless lamps light up. So anywhere they start celebrating, that's how it starts. What we are leading you to understand, first the concept of light. Profound meaning of light. Light of all lights is Brahman, the Absolute. It is the Vedantic Vichar starts with discover the light of lights. And first stage you are asked to understand what is the light that enables you to experience the world. The answer is senses. But what makes the senses operate, the light behind the senses? Mind. What's the light behind the mind? Intellect. What's the light behind your intellect? Cosmic mind. And what's the light behind cosmic mind? Light of lights. Brahman. And every soul is essentially light of lights. All souls are like reflected suns. And all reflected suns, they are essentially the sun. A subtle implication of light is called deep. The term is very important in Sanskrit literature, in the scriptures. Remember three da. Dhamma, Daya, Dan. Dhamma is a divine, godly quality that allows your higher self to attain victory by controlling the mind and senses. That's called Dhamma as movement. Dana is human value, charity. And Daya is controlling the demoniac aspect, the lower self, compassion. So, if you are bringing these three qualities and allowing these qualities to develop in your heart. Your heart becomes the lamp, and these three qualities begin to develop a light, a flame within the lamp of your heart. So light up your heart and be immersed in the light. Don't wander in worthless sight. Save yourself from all forms of fright. To understand now more, light asato ma sadgamaya, tamaso ma jyotirgamaya, mrityor ma amritam gamaya. The Vedic essential teachings of the Vedas lead me from unreal to the real, lead me from darkness to light, and lead me from death to immortality. What I am leading you to understand, the celebration of Deepavali, though it is on a certain date and all the details I am not going to give you now, but all those are traditional basis, ritualistic basis. For advanced or sensitive aspirants, every day is Diwali. And you are being involved in integral yoga is observing the Diwali Vrata. If you allow your action to turn into karma yoga, you are lighting up your hand. If you allow your emotion and feelings to turn into bhakti, you are lighting up your heart. If you allow your will to bring your mind into stillness, the whole path of dhyana yoga, then you are lighting up your mind. And if you bring about revelation, I am Brahman, and enabling your soul to become liberated, that's Jnana Yoga. So you are lighting up your heart, your mind, your intellect, your soul. This type of lighting up in this Navadvara Pure Dehi, this palace of the nine-gated city, this real Diwali. There is eternal Deepavali in nature. Every flower is a lamp. Every expression of beauty is awakener of divine presence. And this light cannot be kindled by imitation. You can't make a gesture of luminous gesture. You can't shake a stick and say, here is light. You have to kindle it. When one lamp is kindled, it has the power to kindle countless lights. A quotation from the Ramayana. Ram naam mani deep dharu, jih dehari dwar, tulsi bhitar bahar hyun, jo chahasi ujiyar. Keep the light of the jewel of Rama's name at the threshold of the tongue. Tongue is your threshold between in and out, the outer world and the internal world of your mind and intellect. In between that and the tongue. They start divine name, Ram, 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 Ram. Start activating your tongue with japa. And japa involves lots of things that are being introduced to Godward mind. So it starts Godward process beginning with your tongue. So you have placed the jewel of Rama's name at the threshold. If you wish illumination internally and externally. Quotation from the Gita. Jyotishamapita tajyoti tamasah paramuchyate jnanam jneyam jnanagamyam hridhi sarvasya vishtitam. He is the light of all lights, beyond darkness of ignorance. He is the knowledge, the object of knowledge, and the goal of knowledge. He means Brahman, the Absolute. That Brahman is described as light of light. He is the knowledge. Every virtuous quality that develops in your personality is a kind of a lamp. Diwali has started. And all those, as they begin to develop, means jnana has started blossoming in your personality. Jnanam. So the first attention goes towards, are you gaining jnana? How will you know you are gaining jnana? By spiritual qualities. Amanitvam, adambhitvam, ahimsa, kshanti, arjavam. Various qualities are mentioned in the Gita. Humility, absence of pride, absence of violence, absolute forbearance, forgiveness, straightforwardness, purity, being guided by Guru, steadiness, control of mind and senses, and many others. Also, simple point to remember, Yato dharmas tato jaya. Where there is dharma, there is victory. But how do you know you are practicing dharma? There are 10 characteristics of dharma. And this is best to remember. Dhriti, patience, steadiness, firmness. Shakti, that's what whenever we say, let God bless you with Shakti, means ability to wait, to watch the miracles of God's grace. If you don't have that wait aspect, you will not experience the miracle aspect of grace. Dhriti is the very foundation of all types of progress, no matter wherever you want to progress, in whatever job, in whatever project. And it implies controlling your avesh. Avesh means suddenly you stir up and jump up to handle your challenges. Try to have a little firmness to understand what the challenges are and how really to overcome them. So all this in every stage of your life, dealing with people, dealing with your children, dealing with near and dear ones, dhriti is needed. Also, when you are criticized, you suddenly don't lose all the balance of your mind. Dhriti must be there. You must look within yourself. Are they pointing out to something that I should negate in myself? If that is so, thank God. This has come from the tongue of others. And in this manner, allow patience to develop in your personality. Dhriti. Next great quality, kshama. These are the profound characteristics of real practice of religion, no matter which religion. All religions are just the religion. Religion is yoga, relegare, union with God. And therefore, in all relations, in all different challenging situations, end up with kshama, nothing to hold on to, because all things move by God's will. And virtue triumphs over vice. Vices are short-circuited energies. When there is short-circuited energy in your house, you just doesn't go on jumping up and down, complaining about it. Correct it. And when it is corrected, don't go on constantly remembering what that short-circuited energy was doing. And just go on talking about it. The whole story of how the spark created the fire. How your wonderful dishes were burnt. I'm joking. So all these are lights. You are offering light to God. Dhriti, kshama, dhamma, controlling the mind and senses. These are the characteristics of the higher self. Greater the dhamma, greater is your ability to save yourself from sinking in the world process. Greater is your ability to witness the higher self conquering the lower self. Asteya, next virtue, non-stealing. Stealing term here is used in a very broad way. Anything that you grab or try to grab on the basis of greed is called steya. First stage, of course, you should not misappropriate others' properties. You should not practice stealing, that's the worst. But even in your mind, when you develop jealousy towards others, and thereby your relation with others becomes of a negative nature. All that process is kind of stealing. That which does not belong to you, you should not go after it. You should not assert, this is mine. If you want to be rich, follow a normal course instead of looting somebody and becoming rich. You want to have good qualities, practice your sadhana. Instead of asserting, I'm greater than that one. That one is being praised by you, is a good person. So have you not known I am better than the person? I'm just giving you a simple illustration. Asserting that you have something without your really having it. That's kind of a robbery movement, stealing movement. And that should not be there. That's dharma, asteya, non-stealing. Shaucham, purity of body and mind. Purity of body is having a healthy style of life. And so allowing yourself to be enriched and benefited by yogic exercises and numerous teachings that have been given for promoting good health. That's shaucham for your body. Shaucham for your mind, allowing your mind to be free of impurities, kama, krodha, lobha, moha. The more you clean up your mind, greater is your internal shauch. Indriya nigraham, controlling the senses. Always there is a choice which way you should look. This side, that side. You can look both sides, you must be flexible. Look all over, even back and forth. But your attention must be towards the path you are following. Flexibility in your vision is perfectly healthy. But your vision must pursue the path leading to your goal. Otherwise, if you have no goal to achieve and just your mind is moving into many directions, then it becomes a vikshepa, distractions. The person becomes like Ravana, 10 heads, Sahasrabahu, 1,000 arms. That movement to distraction must be controlled by Indriya Nigraham. Moving away from that seems simply pleasant, but it is not really purposeful. From there, Move towards that which is Shreya. From Preya to Shreya. Shreya, that which really elevates you, leads you to higher level. Dhiti kshama damasteyam shaucham indriya nigraham. Dhir vidya satyam akrodha. Dhi term is buddhi, intellect. An intellect-based understanding gives you patience. So dhi term is purity of intellect and strength of will blended together. Vidya, knowledge. But knowledge comes in two stages. Aparavidya, paravidya. Aparavidya, as you begin to be drawn to the study of scriptures and gain that knowledge, and the knowledge that allows you to live your life, cultivating virtuous qualities, all that comes under knowledge. Paravidya, that which leads you to liberation, moksha. And next characteristic is satyam. Satyam eva jayate. Your mind must have simple understanding that no matter how many calamities you may face, and how many battles you may encounter, victory belongs to the truth. No matter how many shades of darkness are frightening you, invoke the light. Light is the answer to all terrors created by darkness. Do not get confused. Don't look for another army to fight against the dark forces. Look for light. But light means what? Sanamati. That type of understanding that's deeply involved in discovering the truth. Sabko sanmati de Bhagavan. Of all miseries and troubles of this world, the cure lies in pursuing the path led by sanmati. The mati understanding that shows the path leading to truth, taking you away from all that is unreal. Constant notion, I am the body, is unreal. You are not really body. I am the senses. I am the intellect. I am the ego. And now all your mind is filled with me and mine. The whole world of me and mine and illusions of ego. That's asatyam, unreal. All that you experience in your dream is unreal. Awakening is a process of reality. Similarly, don't live your life just trapped in a dream of the world process, but live your life with the intention of being awakened, and with all the other qualities, dhriti, kshama, dhamma, all get involved in sadhana. Thereby you are pursuing the path of celebrating Diwali in your daily life. And if truth is followed, The last quality of the 10 points, Dhriti, Kshama, Dama, Asteya, Shaucham, Indriya Nigraha, Dhir, Vidya, Satyam, Akrodha. Krodha is anger. Anger here relates to any agitation of mind. If your desire is frustrated, that's popularly known as anger. You become angry because desire has been frustrated. But even when your desire is fulfilled, it comes in the category of anger. Your mind is agitated. Sometimes that agitation may be even worse. You lose your lottery ticket. That's one type of agitation. You gain the lottery ticket. That's another type of agitation. So don't be constantly swept by agitation. No agitation without agitation. And that state is absolute shama, serenity, the state of samadhan, tranquility. So, if you are developing these qualities, you are celebrating Deepavali. And I'm sharing some poem of mine with you, old-time poem. आश्चर्य हो गया. First I will give you in Hindi. मेरे छोटे से हृदय में असीम गगन समा गया. मैं तो मगन हो गया. मेरे चित्त के गागर में सागर समा गया. आश्चर्य हो गया. दीपक की छोटी लौ में सूरज समा गया. गजब हो गया. प्रभु ने दर्शन दिए. आनंद ही आनंद हो गया. परमानंद में विमग्न हो गया. The meaning behind it. What a wonder. Within my little heart, there entered the boundless sky. With the little space, the whole sky entered. I became thrilled. In the jar of my mind, there entered the vast ocean. What a wonder. In the tiny flame of my lamp, there entered the effulgent sun. What a divine Maya. God appeared in my heart. Bliss rolled over bliss. I became immersed in supreme bliss. What a wonder of wonders. So stop wondering and discover and realize wonder of wonders. And with this I will be concluding. Om Ram 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 Om Om Namah Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya Om Om Shri Krishnaya Namah Om Shri Krishnaya Namah Om Shri Krishnaya Namah Om. Prayer for shower of Karunamaya Ras grace of God over all of you. May divine Lakshmi Devi kindle the lamp of aspiration in your heart and let your life be filled with the festival of Deepavali. And one most important aspect of Deepavali is Jnana Yajna. Share, allow, bring light in your heart and try to delight people. Let the light touch the heart of others. Light and delight. No more slight. And no more fearsome fight. Reach the height of a light of light. Oh, Trayambakam yajamahe sugandhim pushtivardhanam urvarukmuvabandhanan mrityormukshiyamamritat sarve bhavantu sukhina sarve santu niramaya sarve bhadrani pashyantu ma kaschid dukhabhag bhavet asato ma sadgamaya tamso ma jyotirgamaya mrityormamritam gamaya पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम तत्सत्।